We are so happy that the majority of the justices ruled on the right side of history today.
We've been working for 49 years to show that life from conception to natural death is valued.
Let me be clear. Abortion is still legal in Michigan, and our doors are open.
So I cannot promise you that we will win this fight, but what I can promise you is that I will do everything in my power as a woman, as a Michigander, and as your governor to protect women's reproductive rights in Michigan.
Historic ruling. Roe v. Wade overturned. Abortion now illegal in multiple states, a list that is expected to grow in the coming days.
The ruling sparking protests outside the Supreme Court. And here in West Michigan, pro-abortion rights activists gathering right now in Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo. Thank you for staying with us on our continuing coverage. I'm Susan Shaw.
And I'm Brian Sterling. Our team spread out tonight getting reaction to today's news. We did want to start by focusing in on what this ruling means for abortions in Michigan. Kyle Mitchell kicks us off tonight.
Brian, an injunction by the Court of Claims in our state means women can still get an abortion in Michigan while that case moves through the court system. It's preventing a 1931 ban from going into effect. With the U.S. Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade and passing the issue back to the states.
We do have a law in the books from 1931.
Kyla Steppen, attorney and assistant professor at CMU who specializes in constitutional law, says an injunction by the Court of Claims is preventing abortion from becoming criminalized in the state from a law passed 91 years ago.
It makes abortion a criminal offense depending on who we're talking about. It can be anywhere from a misdemeanor up to a felony. So it's actually a pretty strict and pretty punitive law compared to a lot of state laws on abortion.
Stepp says ultimately the matter will likely be decided by the Michigan Supreme Court. The legislature could pass any laws concerning the issue at any time.
If, in fact, that injunction is overturned and the law comes back into effect, certainly county prosecutors and city prosecutors could charge people under this law if they want to.
Governor Whitmer has also filed a lawsuit challenging the 1931 law. Today she filed a motion urging the state Supreme Court to quickly take up her legal challenge.
Would I like to see the Michigan Supreme Court rule in favor of the governor? Do I think she has excellent arguments? Yes.
Attorney General Dana Nessel says her office will not enforce a ban on abortion.
I am not going to seek to discipline, to suspend, to revoke the license of any medical professional who is properly trained in performing abortions or prescribing abortion medication, and then who proceeds to do that. I will not involve my office in that.
She says the overturning of Roe v. Wade shows the need for voters to support a ballot initiative.
I think really what people need to be doing is thinking long term, and to do so, all you have to do is get this ballot proposal passed. And I think that is the best way, the easiest way to ensure that these fundamental rights are codified into Michigan's Constitution, not just for now, but for, years or decades to come.
There's no timetable for when the Michigan Supreme Court could potentially take up the cases. So for now, the Court of Claims injunction blocking the ban remains in effect. Sue.
Kyle, thank you. People are gathering in both Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo right now in support of abortion rights.
We do have crews at both locations. We'll begin with Byron Tollefson live in Grand Rapids.
Hey, Brian and Sue, we're here at Rosa Parks Circle where another group of demonstrators have gathered and they have started marching now. We've got more than 100 abortion rights activists here calling for abortion rights tonight. We were just at Monument Park where we had several dozen demonstrators gathering. This is a separate group of protesters and now they are on the move. They are marching. We've seen a diverse group of people here today. Several reproductive freedom for all people trying to gather signatures for a petition there. 425,000 signatures, actually 425,000. 59 signatures are required by July 11th to throw the issue of abortion onto the ballot this November. So many people out here trying to get signatures, and a big response here from many people in Grand Rapids and beyond. Just spoke with a few people who had come here. They were on vacation in Saginaw, and they were looking for a rally here in Grand Rapids, and they have found not one but two. I had also spoken to some of those people involved in the Reproductive Freedom for All petition. Hear what one of them had to say.
It's just really scary. It's really scary out here. And, you know, all of us, especially our youth, need that protection. As simple as that.
The only way anything is ever won in this country is when people stand together and fight. We saw that with George Floyd in 2020. We're seeing it with the union movement right now. And that's how it's going to be with restoring Roe v. Wade as well.
We've got a lot of reaction from both sides tonight. Coming up on News 8 at 10 and 11, we'll have another update on the protests here tonight on the 7th. For now, back to you.
All right, Byron, with that group, we'll look for your updates later on tonight. Thank you. Now to Kalamazoo, David Horak is there live with how Planned Parenthood is responding to the ruling today. David?
Good evening, Brian. Planned Parenthood of Michigan leaders echoed basically what protesters here at Bronson Park this morning in a virtual press conference to reporters. They said that the court's decision is an attack on women's rights and health care when it comes to maternal mortality and morbidity.
I am furious that the Supreme Court ignored half a century of settled law.
Planned Parenthood Michigan President Paula Thornton Greer added the ruling by the Supreme Court was still a devastating blow, even though they knew where the majority stood in the leaked memo from earlier last month.
As much as we've been planning for this decision and we saw it coming, it still is like a punch in the gut.
But leaders with Planned Parenthood also say abortion is still legal in Michigan, and they want to reassure women of that.
We are reassuring them that we will be able to care for them today. We can provide them with their abortion that they came to us and that they want and need.
They are also committing to keep their doors open and continue to fight to keep it that way.
People may try, but we are going to continue to provide care, abortion care, other reproductive and sexual health care. We, Planned Parenthood of Michigan, is going to continue to provide care. Period, point blank.
Planned Parenthood of Michigan's chief medical officer says that they are anticipating and preparing for an influx of patients from hostile states who have banned the procedure following the Supreme Court's decision today. Here at Bronson Park, the protest here continues to grow. You have many people from different walks of life and even children who are definitively easily can be said in the single digits in terms of their age. We actually are still in the speech 20 minutes ongoing of a 15-year-old girl emotionally crying, begging just why. And also we had one sign that says forced birth equals violence among many here. Sue?
Dave, thank you for that live report. Many across the country have fought for nearly 50 years to overturn Roe v. Wade. Today, that dream was finally realized for them. Megan Bunchman live now with reaction. Megan?
Good evening. Now, those who attended St. Andrew Cathedral Mass at noon today, just down the street from the Diocese of Grand Rapids, told me that the overturn of Roe v. Wade was not discussed in today's homily, but they were happy to learn the news that abortion may soon be banned within our state. Barb Bennett remembers the day that Roe v. Wade went into effect.
And I was very young, and I was at that time where I could vote. Just totally went to the abortion side, and it went way over the abortion side, way beyond. And it's time to come back. It's time to make America strong again. Since then, she says she's been working for what she calls a return to all humans' right to life. I have been praying for it. I've been fighting. I've prayed at the abortion clinics, and yes, I am very happy and thankful that this has happened. And while many Catholics like Bennett are happy following today's ruling that overturned Roe v. Wade, the Diocese of Grand Rapids and other agencies that work to help all mothers remain focused.
Well, what we do know after today is that the stance of the Catholic Church doesn't change. We will continue to be there for women. We will continue to support women.
Annalise Lawmeyer with the diocese says,
and we know that Today is the day we've been waiting for and hoping for and praying for.
Bennett says that their fight isn't over, now turning her sights and peaceful protests to our state legislature.
I just praise God. It's a gift from God that abortion has been overturned.
Now, several anti-abortion groups and agencies, including the Diocese of Grand Rapids, has added additional security to their surrounding structures for the time being following this morning's decision. And officials tell me that they continue to pray and hope for peace. In Grand Rapids, I'm Megan Bunchman, News 8.
Thank you, Megan. We are hearing from our lawmakers tonight about this decision.
Political reporter Rick Albin continuing our team coverage.
Sue and Brian, reaction was, as you would expect, along party lines, with both sides agreeing only on one thing. Today's decision will change things as it comes to the availability of abortion services. And the change will not be uniform, as each state will take the issue addressing it differently. Some states will have some access to abortion, some will have none. I asked Governor Whitmer about what that means for women seeking the service.
Well, it makes it very hard for women to get the reproductive health care that has been relied on for 49 years. It's been safe and accessible, and now it will not be accessible. Women will have to travel. You know who can travel? People who have got time, people who have means to do that, which tells you that this will disproportionately impact women who are rural, women who've got fewer resources, women of color. We are going to see that impact very quickly, and that's precisely why it's really important that our Supreme Court take action and that we recognize this right in Michigan so that Michigan women aren't put in that position.
And finally, and I know the answer to this, but there is zero chance, my words, not yours, that you and the legislature will be able to come to an agreement and craft any type of replacement legislation, at least between now and the first of next year.
This legislature has shown, the majority in this legislature has shown no interest in affording women reproductive health care rights. In fact, the only things they've introduced are rollbacks to them. They've also heartily endorsed a 1931 law making it a felony, no incest or rape exception. That's the legislature makeup that I'm dealing with now. So a possibility for us to find common ground is probably an Ice Cube's chance in hell.
But a very different view was expressed by 4th District Congressman John Molinar. When I asked him about the decision, he told me this.
Well, this is a huge victory for life and for protecting the lives of innocent children. And to me, it's something we should celebrate. The court recognized that Roe v. Wade was not anchored in the Constitution, and they made a decision based on sound constitutional principles. And so now this issue will be resolved by, as they said, the people and the people's representatives, as it should be. I think it's important that we have a law in the books that protects innocent human life. We should celebrate that. We should also look at the many good things that are being done with adoption, with pregnancy resource centers that are coming around and providing resources to women in need.
There are literally hundreds of sound bites like those from around the country that point out, just like when Roe was first ruled on in 1973, the court has spoken, but not everybody will embrace the ruling. Sue?
Rick, thank you. Today's ruling is having different effects in states across the country, and some fear this ruling could lead to other rights being overturned by the High Court. We will have team coverage from coast to coast coming up on NBC Nightly News.